So this is we're gonna go over the white cards. We're gonna go over the limited playability and the constructed playability.
We got first card here, aerial maneuver. I guess this is fine. It's just like any other two.
Well, first of all, it's target creature gets 1/1, gains flying and first strike until end of turn at instant speed for 2. To me, I mean, it's a combat trick for limited. It's a combat trick,
yeah,
easy,
fine.
whatever. But
We've seen it a million times. The same thing, slightly different.
it's lacking though, because it almost seems to me like you want to play this before combat because you don't want to be blocked or.
Oh well, it's got two ways, you know, flying. So you either make your creature evasive or use it to block with the first strike.
It seems like white though. They usually get +1/+0 or +1/+1 for in first strike for 1. Yeah. Now you add attack flying onto it, it's 2. I don't know. I don't think it made that much better.
It is what it is. It's pretty simple.
Next card we got Angelic Edict. I like this card, but it's close to Tristane's Judgment, but at sorcery speed, I don't really want to be tapping out for this.
Yeah, I mean, if you need the removal in a limited deck, obviously this is never going to see standard play.
No.
But in a limited, if you need the removal, I don't know. I just think Smite is so much better if you can find it.
Yeah, but we haven't.
We haven't got a Smite yet. Okay, so yeah. So sorcery removal at 5 mana, creature enchantment.
Yeah. Enchantments in
That's bad.
Limited are not very good.
It's bad to remove an enchantment for 5 mana, I'll tell you
exactly.
That's real bad.
And a creature, it's for 5 mana, I think it should still be at instant speed. Take off the enchantment thing.
It should be a lot better.
Yeah. Well, you play with what you got.
Yeah, let's move on. We got Assault Griffin here. He's a 3 and a white for a 3/2 flyer. I mean, we've seen this guy before. He's your basic. It's kind of reminded me of M13 with this guy, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or M12 or any of the core set
like the
creatures.
Pegasus, but switch the power and toughness.
Yeah, he's just he's a flying griffin who costs 4 mana.
Yeah, I mean he flies, so I mean.
Flying's flying.
That's pretty good.
It's
Evasion is, in limited at least, is
it can
the
be
best
good.
thing I feel.
It can be good.
But as constructed playability, probably not gonna be played at all.
Well, just say not. It's not.
Yeah, it's just not. Okay, we'll go with not. The next card we have is Court Street. What is it? Denizen.
Yeah, I think.
2 colorless and a white. Whenever another white creature enters battlefield under your control, tap target creature and opponent controls. This card could be pretty good tempo wise.
In limited.
Yes, of course.
Standard play, but yes, limited side of it, definitely. I mean, for a 3-drop 2/2, not horrible. I mean, when you add this ability and all those little creatures you played are going to be able to keep getting through.
Definitely
the more
Boros
you play one, you
card.
attack. Play one, attack.
Definite Boros.
I can see that helping out a lot.
Next card we got, Daring Skyjack.
Daring Skyjack, another human knight here for 2 mana.
And this one's pretty good.
3/1 for 2, which isn't horrible.
Yeah. Whenever he attacks, or he's got battalion, which is the new Boros mechanic. Whenever he attacks with at least 2 creatures, he gains flying until end of turn. So he's the possibility. I mean, in limited, the likelihood of you having 3 creatures out is pretty high.
Yeah. What's he got there behind him? A dragon. So
yeah.
So basically, he's got this dragon on call where if you got enough dudes.
Or maybe it's a bird, a giant bird.
Is it a bird?
Yeah, I think so. Whatever.
Yeah, so he can fly.
Yeah,
okay, he's a battalion flyer.
Yeah.
Nice little common there.
Yeah.
Next card we got here. What is that?
Debitors.
Debtors?
Yeah, debtors.
Is the B silent?
Yeah, probably. Like
Debtors Pulpit. Yeah, that's what I was seeing. So another nice little land enchantment for 5. Like, is it like Knightly Valor? Let's see what it does.
It taps target creature.
Wow, so this is
pretty good.
This reminds me of the Azorius.
Well, yes. but I think this, this, I could see this as a sideboard option. I mean, for late in the, it's you're not gonna see it in the beginning of the game, but late in the game, and they've got
If
one,
they're
two
playing more
creatures.
control heavy deck, yeah,
Yeah,
you could ice down one of their dudes.
yeah, this is pretty good. I mean,
And it always, use it end of step, tap a creature, and then during your turn tap, and you tap down 2 blockers with it. Yeah, I could definitely see it having a function, but at 5 mana, I think it's a little heavy.
it's a little expensive, but
Not horrible.
not horrible. I like this guy, Dutiful Thrall.
Yeah, you do like this
Yes, one for a 1/1, and he's got black and regenerate. He doesn't have Exalted on him like Duty Bound
guy.
Dead, which was huge. But I mean,
Yeah.
I still like this guy. This guy can chump all day.
He does what he does.
His regenerate cost is so.
He's got a
low,
power,
and
he's got a toughness, and he's cheaper than the skeletons to regenerate or to play, and he does
regenerate.
the same thing. So same regenerate, but he's one cheaper to play. So
Yep, and if you actually have like this, and you have a couple Orzhov charms, and you can't regenerate, you can always re-up 'em.
reanimate,
Yeah,
then
reanimate.
regenerate.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The next card we got is Guardian of the Gateless. 4 colorless and 1 white. It's a 3/3 flyer. It can block any number of creatures, and when it blocks, it gets 1/1 until end of turn for each creature it's blocking. This card could be really good.
I like this card.
Yes.
If you don't like this card, you're
yeah.
crazy.
It's first of all, it's a
This
3/3
can block at all.
3/3 flying, and with a pump ability that
This will block
saves
it all.
Yeah.
Like if you're attacking me with an army of 1/1s, they will never get through ever.
Yeah.
Not one of them.
Not any.
Not spirit flyers, not anything. Because for every one it blocks, it gets that much bigger to kill it.
Yes, this is a good card. Really,
it's decent. The only thing I dislike about this card is it's in Searing Spear range.
Yeah, well, I don't think it's constructed playable.
Yes, no. but it is a little
limited.
Bit,
it's really good for limited.
Oh, it's a bomb.
Yeah,
it's a limited bomb for sure.
Yes. The next card we got is Guild's Scorn Ward. It's another enchantment aura for 1 white, and enchant creature has protection from multicolor. As far as enchantments go, in limited, you're always setting yourself up for two for ones.
Yeah.
The likelihood of you using an enchantment on a creature that's going to die is pretty high.
Yeah,
and
I choose to stay away from.
I feel like this one's
enchant creatures just on principle. I mean, it has to be something crazy like a diplomatic immunity or something
or
like
a Rancor. A Rancor, that's a limited, or that's definitely playable.
Like
because you're not getting you're not losing card advantage from it from playing it.
Exactly. So those few we can play, but this one I don't see.
And this is a multicolored set, but I still feel that doesn't give it any reason to be played. Ethereal Armor gets played in limited, but you still have to have the right cards to back that up.
I mean, you gotta think. Does this card fit in Bant Hexproof?
No.
It doesn't.
No, I don't think so.
It doesn't make him any. It doesn't make the creature any bigger. It only would do anything if you had Ethereal Armor. Yeah. It's not gonna do anything. I don't even. I think we've talked about it too much already. To be honest with you.
All right, let's go to the next one. It's a cool picture though. I like the picture.
Yeah, it's kind of cool.
Next card we got is Hold the Gates. It's a white, 2 colorless. It's another enchantment. Creatures you control get +1 for each gate you control, and they have vigilance.
This could be a bomb in limited.
It could be good. It really depends though.
You got a couple gates.
If you've got a few gates that can back this, it might be playable.
Yeah,
but I still don't think.
If you've got one gate out, I mean that could be the difference right there.
Yeah.
Just that making your creatures that much tougher.
The key word I think here is vigilance. Vigilance in limited is
you
really
can
good.
beat down and not be as afraid of the
Yeah,
hit back. 'Cause they're
exactly.
gonna swing back, but now they're swinging into your untapped creatures.
And this isn't like an aura. This enchantment, there's not a lot of enchantment removal and or that we've seen thus far, except for the extremely overpriced white card we just went over.
Hmm.
I don't even remember its name because I don't think I'm gonna play
Yeah.
it. But this card's good. The next card we got is Holy Mantle. 2 colorless, 2 white. This is the first double white we've actually gone over.
Well, this is simple here. This is just Spirit Mantle, but they made it more. They doubled the casting cost, and now it gets +2/+2 as well as protection from creatures.
Yeah.
So I mean, again, like with the other aura, it's
It's not gonna do
protected
much.
from creatures, but you can still shoot it.
Yeah. Exactly. You're just you're asking to get.
Yeah,
Or
but in
Zob
limited,
Charmed
this could do something with putting it on the right thing. In limited, you might have yourself a win there.
Yep. The next card we got is Knight of Obligation.
The obligated knight.
Vigilance for it's 4, 1 white, 3 colors. Vigilance with extort.
Oh, our first extort card.
I think this card's good.
I think extort's good.
Well, just because this card has extort on it makes it really good. I mean,
Yeah, 2/4
2/4 vigilance
for
is standard.
Yeah.
It passes the vanilla test in my book
Well, it's
for
has two things.
white, yeah. And then
It's got two abilities.
you've got extort
It's not vanilla,
onto
man.
it.
It's
like
got some sprinkles and a cherry.
it's a blocker. It's a
It's,
blocker, possibly a beater,
Yeah.
and then it has tech on the fact that it has extort on it.
Yeah,
Um,
exactly.
pretty
so,
good.
I mean, it does all the abilities seem to line up in a direction where they're trying to do the same thing on this card, which makes me like it. It's got a good toughness in 4, which does a good job of holding them off. Vigilance, you can maybe hit them a little bit, and the extort, it allows you to just sit back and abuse the extort. It's gonna hold the fort down. It's gonna get in there a little bit, and it's gonna give you extort. So all your other spells are gonna drain them just a little bit.
Granted, this doesn't have flash like
Wow.
Hussar Patrol.
That would be
It's the same body, but
Yeah.
and it's the
But
color
I'd rather
restriction.
have
You can
extort.
splash this.
Extort just makes me like win the race.
But you can splash this in Boros
You can splash that in anything. Well, that's not even a splash.
to get extort. Still,
Yeah, that's not really even splash. That's
Yeah.
just give me a white card. Oh, I got extort, and I'm Boris.
this card's good.
Seems like fun.
Yeah. Next card, Night's Watch, or Night Watch. Sorry,
Ooh, double Celestia charm at sorcery speed.
it costs 5. They've done this a couple times.
Yeah, the last time it was
Well,
Drakes. Put
yeah.
in two Drakes with flying
But
for
that-
1 cheaper.
That was 4,
4, yeah.
and they had flying.
Yeah, they did. So
So this is
yeah.
infinitely weaker, I feel.
Well, I don't know.
Vigilance is a thing.
2/2 vigilances.
Yeah.
I mean, that's not horrible.
It's not horrible, but it's not something you really want to be casting at 5 mana.
Maybe. I don't know.
I don't
I
know.
could see it being okay in limited, but great, not a first pick. If you
Yeah.
wheel it, you might want to sneak up and grab that thing. But if not, I mean, I don't see it being a high pick.
Yeah, I don't see it either. Nav Squad Commandos. It's a 4 and a white. It's got battalion. It's a 3/5, and it says whenever Nav Squad Commandos and at least 2 other creatures attack, Nav Squad Commandos gets +1/+1 until end of turn. Untap it. So we just went over.
Unplayable.
So we just went over the 2/4 card that has vigilance. This is basically, 3 times worse.
Unplayable.
Yes, it's not good.
I'm not picking this or playing it in anything.
Yeah,
Unless
It's
you want a 3/5 dude for 5. That's really what you're looking at.
it's not threatening.
It's a human.
Next card, Righteous Charge. Creatures you control get +2/+2 until end of turn. I think this is good.
It could
know,
be good. It's like
it's like an
miniature overrun.
mini overrun without trample.
It's like a temporary tempered steel.
Yeah, which makes things hit really hard. I mean,
You
it makes
can
a lot of little
you
things
could
hit
end
really hard.
somebody with this. I
Yeah,
think.
yeah. I
You
think
could definitely end somebody with this card.
I think this is a good card. So it's not a combat trick because it's sorcery speed.
But you're
So
gonna see people playing it.
yeah,
If you go to the pre-release this weekend, and if you go start playing
it's.
drafts of this
I
set,
think
people
it's.
are gonna play this card.
I think it's a bomb. Almost, 3 mana. That's you can't really call that a bomb. But look, if you got a bunch of creatures out, they just tapped out and to attack you, and thinking that all right, you've just got a few, creatures out.
Yeah.
There's no way I'm taking lethal, and you're just like, all right, well I have 4/1/1s. Oh, now I have 4/3/3s. So
Yeah, there's some good cards I think, especially in Boros that would really like this card.
yeah, all right, we'll get on to the next one. Shielded Passage. 1, prevent all damage that would be dealt to target creature this turn. It's a functional reprint of a lot of different cards.
Yeah,
But
it's just worse than Faith Shield.
yeah,
That's all.
it's just not it's not the card you want.
No, I mean, it could do something, but the window of it doing something good is very small. So most of the time, it's just gonna be meh.
The key word here is that it prevents all the combat damage dealt to target creature this turn, and it doesn't say dealt by.
Yeah.
So
it just basically
it's
if you can force a trade, you win the trade.
yeah.
But it's not gonna be. I mean, let's go to the next card and talk about a good white instant. What a good white instant for 1 white should be.
All right, Smite, destroy blocked creature. This card is ridiculous. I hope I get a couple.
Yeah, if I get some of these, it might severely change what colors I play this weekend of the pre-release. Because this is,
Yeah.
I think Gruul is going to be overplayed. I think Orzhov is going to be overplayed, and I think this does a good job taking care of that aggression you're going to see.
And it doesn't say creature that was blocked this turn. It says blocked creature. So you declare blockers, it's blocked. Now you kill.
You have to kill right there.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, you kill it right there. So picture, this guy with the thrall. There you go. Block.
It's cheap.
You smite.
Cheap removal, and it's a decent ability. I mean,
Yeah.
it's a decent way of removing a creature.
Yeah, it's really good. I mean,
their biggest guy, the one you're gonna want to kill, is the one who's gonna be swinging in.
yeah, pretty
So
much.
I mean, Smite's gonna get the guy you want. I mean, it's Smite the Monstrous, but it's
Cheap.
shrunk down. It's actually playable in most instances.
And I
now.
still played, if I had to, I would still play Smite the Monstrous.
Oh, you need
and
some removal.
I would still
if you
play
need some removal.
Avenging
I
Arrows.
would just be
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this card
Just be
is
much more
yeah.
excited to see this card.
infinitely better.
It's just, and just the fact that this card exists is going to give so many players the opportunity to represent this card in so many instances.
Yeah.
I mean, you keep a planes up, they go, oh, now they have to think about it. Does he
Yeah.
have the smite? So you can just use that to your advantage at the tournaments too, where you just leave a planes up. Say, I'm going to play this way and leave a planes up just to see, my opponent will now have to think about it. Like, why do you leave that planes up?
I dare you to
He's
swing
got
in.
something. You know what I mean? I think just the existence of this card is going to change the game.
Yeah.
Which,
It's definitely going to change the way people play, because people play Gruul are just going to be like, all right, I'm going to play creature, I'm going to swing. I'm going to play creature, I'm going to swing.
They're gonna
This is going to be like, all right, well,
if
do you
make
really
an
want to
aggro
swing?
player think about not attacking, you're doing a pretty good job.
As a control player, yes.
Yeah.
The next card we have is Urbis Protector.
The Urbis Protector. He is a human cleric. Well, he's a 6. He's a wow. Okay, so first two things I see, he's a 6-drop for a 1/1 6-drop.
Yeah.
I don't. When he enters a battlefield, you get a 4/4 flyer.
4/4/8 flyer. Yeah.
So it's 2 for 1. I mean, you get 2 cards for 1 basically, but one's a 1/1.
Yeah.
So you're basically getting a 4/4 flyer for 6.
And a chump block.
And a total chump.
Yeah.
A total chump. So this
I'm trying to think of like
this
ways
guy is the
that
definition of a chump.
yeah.
You know, I mean,
trying to
really,
think of-
are you gonna Restoration Angel this guy?
No.
Are you gonna do that?
Well, you can't do that.
No one's gonna do that.
Nobody's gonna play a 6-drop that does so
I think
little.
it's safe to say that there's gonna be a few players picking this in limited, but there's gonna be not a single player ever
I could
maybe
be
play
wrong
this in
though,
constructed.
because
I hope nobody proves me wrong. Don't play this card. If you're listening to this, don't play this card in your constructed deck.
Well, I don't know. I haven't really studied the rest of the set. There might be some good blue card that says copy target creature or copy target.
He's a 6-drop.
I don't know.
He's a 6-drop. That's not a real 6-drop. Look at him. We can
All right,
tell.
we'll just go on to the next one. Uncommon though. I mean, like, why didn't they just print the angel and give it an ability like?
Yeah, so let's move on.
To me, it should have been.
I think everybody's done with this card.
All right, well, I'm gonna get this in. To me, it should have been the 4/4 comes into the play with like 2 1/1s. That would be uncommon worthy, I think. 6 power.
The mark of a bad card is you have to like make up stuff to make it better.
Yeah.
You're like, if this said this, it would be good, but it doesn't. So
all right.
It's not.
Well, next page.
All right.
Man, the last white card we got is Zaharchi Tiger.
Yeah, Tiger, not Tigger.
Tigger.
That's not Tigger.
That's Tigger. Come on.
But he does
man.
like to gain life.
He wants to pounce.
2/3 for 4.
This is a good card.
He's got a body. It's a smaller tiger. It's a cat.
It's gain 2 life a turn.
Yeah.
And possibly blocking.
Yeah.
Creature.
I don't hate it. I'm not gonna lie.
I think that, you know, if it came down to it, and I had, you know, like 2 of these, I'd probably play 1. Well, depending on the rest of my deck, but I think I'd play it.
I might try this card. It really depends on what you're running, but yeah, limited I might try this. But
gain 2 life is
2 life a turn's good.
Pretty huge.
Yeah.
And limited.
Yeah, Death Threat Shaman just does it so much better.
Constructed, it's I don't know. Frank Laporta just did a Bant life gain deck, and this might have a spot in it. I doubt it, but
no, I mean I haven't seen the deck list yet. I gotta check it out.
It's kind of slow, but
this just seems bad. I
all
mean,
right,
it seems
all
bad
right.
in any sort of constructed
Dan
environment.
says it's bad, so it's bad.
It's
all right,
bad.
and we'll come at you with the blue set next.
Yep,
Yeah.
that was the white set.
That was well. Actually, you want to just keep going? Let's just keep going.
All right.
We'll just keep going. We'll go with white and blue. Yeah.
We'll do
do
Azorius.
Azorius.
The guild that's not in this
Yeah,
set.
the guild. It's already been printed, man.
So this is what, like, so this agoraphobia, this is like, what's that, sensory deprivation, just kind of beefed up a little bit.
I like it, you know.
I like it.
The return to owner's hand is huge, because you can play this. You can play this early on a creature an aggro-ish creature, and then they drop a bigger threat that you need to deal with. You can return it to your hand and, you know, deal with the bigger threat. This card is flexible. It's flexible. You can use it, and I mean, this card's a good.
I think it's gonna slow a lot of aggro decks
I'd play
down.
it.
Yeah, I would give this
I
one
would
a try.
play it. And if it came in a pack, I don't think it's first pickable.
It depends on the pack, but I'm gonna say that this is a decent card.
It's definitely third, fourth.
In the right deck, this is a good card. This is a good card.
Depending on colors, obviously, but it's a good card.
Okay, so next card here, Clinging Anemones. It's a 4-drop defender. It's got the new Simic mechanic Evolve, which says whenever a creature enters the battlefield under your control, if that creature's power or toughness is greater than this creature's, then this creature gets a +1/+1 counter on it.
You know, I don't really want to talk about it.
Okay, yeah. It's a little defender guy for 4.
It's not.
And he has Evolve, so he can grow.
Yeah.
Let's move on. I agree. Next card we got here. Ooh, another Oculus. A Homunculus. The Frilled Oculus. So he's a little bit bigger than the other ones, and he has a chance to grow a little bit more.
He's pretty good. I think he'll be playable.
Maybe a 3/5 for 2. So I think he's definitely playable.
Yeah.
I think this guy beats face.
Yeah, he's gonna be good in almost any situation.
If you have a good Simic beatdown strategy, this guy could be your front runner. I can see this guy getting in there. 3/5 hitting on turn 3 and 4 and 5 and forever after.
And forever after.
It sounds good.
Yeah, it's good. It's way better than that other 3/5. We won't go back to that. The next card we got is Incursion Specialist.
Ooh.
1 in a blue. Whenever you cast Your second spell this turn, or each turn, Incursion Specialist gets +2/+0 until end of turn and is unblockable. I think that Frilled Oculus is better. That's it. I think Frilled Oculus.
I think the fact that for this guy, I mean, a 3/3 unblockable for 2 is
how
good.
often are you going to be casting 2 spells a turn?
No, you're not. You're not going to do that. So I think this guy is bad.
If anything, you're going to be tapping out almost every turn.
Whatever you well, let's think about this. I mean, if you put this in the Demir environment with Cypher, and you've got... No, that doesn't even work, because Cypher triggers when you deal combat damage, right? Yeah, so I don't even... There's no real way to abuse this, I feel like, right now.
Yeah, I don't think it's... I don't think
and
it's
even if
good.
you could abuse this, I still don't think it would be that good.
Yeah, I don't know.
So, okay, next card. We got a Keymaster Rogue. This guy is the Keymaster. Where is the Gatekeeper?
He has all the keys. He's unblockable, obviously, as a Keymaster should be, and a Rogue should be. Whenever Keymaster enters the battlefield, return a creature you control to its owner hand.
I don't hate this guy.
You know,
he swings.
it's a small restriction, but unblockable is huge.
I mean, I'm just thinking even that restriction could be helpful.
Yeah.
If they put some enchantment on your creature you're not going to want to see, then you make it go away, you know? If they're going to, any sort of thing like that.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, or if you have some, enters the battlefield effects, you can do it again. So I really think that's kind of more of a helpful ability in the right deck. So even if it's not the right deck, I mean, it's still 3/2 unblockable. It's nothing to...
Whatever, Dan. You're going to be playing that 6-drop 1/1 with the Angel, and you're going to be playing this guy.
I'm probably going to play them both.
You're going to be like...
I'm going to win the pre-release with that.
I'm going to play my 6-drop with the... Get my Angel,
shoot
and
me
then
if I play that.
Then I'll play my Keymaster Rogue.
I'm not playing that.
Return it.
I'll find the Gatekeeper.
I'll find it. So, I don't know. I like this card.
Alright, let's check the next guy out here.
Yeah, well, this might be good with the Cypher abilities, too, so we'll see. Metropolis Sprite is our next card.
Wow, it's like a small water courser with flying.
Yeah. But it doesn't really grow. I'd still... Fill the Oculus.
Let's just go back to
a
2/2 Yeah, this is a bad card. Let's look at the next one. Oh, Drake.
Oh, yeah. We might mention that we'll go over the cards that are constructed playable. We'll just... The ones that we aren't talking are constructed playable are just not... Just don't consider those as constructed playable.
They're not playable at all. Metropolis Sprite's just not really playable.
No. Mind Eye Drake. 4 and a blue. Flying. When he dies, target player puts the top 5 cards sorry, it was his or her library into his or her graveyard.
So yeah, when he dies,
2/5
Drake. 5. He's a flying defender. I don't mind a flying defender, but I mean
for 5,
he's a little steep.
Yeah.
A little steep. So he's kind of like another one of those.
At 5, I really want to be doing some damage.
From the last Ravnica that did that, but however much damage he took, they milled instead of whenever he dies.
That was
he was
Gatekeeper Sphinx or something. Sphinx of Bell Tower.
Bell Tower Sphinx.
Yeah, there we go.
He was unplayable. This guy's unplayable. Enough said.
Yeah. Sages Row Denizen.
Denizen. 2/3 for 3 is not bad, and 1 blue.
It looks like they reprinted the Courier from Return to Ravnica, and they just put a different background.
Yeah, it does look like that.
Right?
This guy says whenever a blue creature hits a battlefield that under your control, then target player mills 2 cards. If there's some other good cheap mill,
maybe.
This might be a good strategy, but we'll see. We'll see what else.
It's a 2/3 for 3.
Yeah,
in blue.
It's not horrible.
It's still a body. It's a good body.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it's playing, and then whatever the mill you get, if that's your strategy or that's a plan you want to be on, is just plus. Sapphire Drake. It's 5 colorless and a blue, flying. Each creature you control with 1/1 counters on it has flying. It's a 4/4. So this is a Simic
Obviously
card.
a Simic
Easy.
card.
I think this is good. If you got a lot of evolve cards, This could be good.
In limited.
Well, yeah, of course, in limited. This could be.
If you go the Simic route, this might be a good 6-drop.
Yeah, I mean, it's gonna give the rest of your army flying for the most part, as long as they're evolved creatures or they've got 1/1 counters on them.
Right.
Which is good. I mean, just give your whole army evasion.
It could be decent. I wonder how many of the evolved creatures already have flying. But,
I don't know. We'll see.
But, yeah, it might be good. It's a 4/4 flyer is nothing to nerf at in limited.
Scattered Arc.
Scatter Arc.
Yeah, Scatter Arc.
Look
3
at
colorless and a blue. Instant. Counter target non-creature spell. Draw a card.
What does this remind you of?
Geist Snatch? I don't know.
Cryptic Command.
Cryptic
Counter
Command.
target spell,
Okay.
draw a card.
Yeah,
I
but
mean,
it's
you've got the same text on there almost. Except it's a common, so it's a lot worse.
Yeah, so it's nowhere near
But
as
it's
good.
splashable. I mean, and I don't want to say splashable, but I think I like this card. I really do. I mean, just the 2-for-1
Yeah,
every single time you resolve it.
it replaces itself and you counter a spell.
Yeah, so I mean,
A
Bye-bye
non-creature
Sphinx's
spell.
revelation, I draw a card. I'm thinking that this is, those one spots you've seen of Rewind in some people's decks, I think this is better than Rewind.
I think this is better than Rewind too. And I think that having this with like Goblin Electromancers in your deck could be a lot better.
That could be true. So if
So
you
you're
are playing
playing-
blue-red.
Yeah, this could be a really good card for you.
Mm-hmm.
And,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
new counter magic.
Might be playable in
We'll see.
standard.
Oh, so an enchantment land for 2? Oh, what is this? Is this as good as...
Target creature gains flying until end of turn.
Oh, this is not good. Okay, well, unplayable. Let's just say that.
And it's the only time you can activate it is when you could play a sorcery. So you got to do it during a main phase.
Right. I mean, evasion's good. I just would rather have a decent creature with evasion already than waste a spot in my
The worst
deck
part
to do
about
this.
this is the only time you could play a sorcery. So
Yeah.
you can't put this on a land and say, all right, well, I can make all my creatures flying blockers now. Yeah, it doesn't work like that. You have to make it a flying
It's
attacker.
purely to, attack with flying.
And, you're probably going to be playing cards that already have a little
Rogue's
bit
Passage
of evasion.
is just so much better for this kind of thing.
Yeah.
If you have a land that it takes 2 cards to do this, I'd rather put the spot with a flyer.
Yeah. Serious. Just put another beater in there.
Okay, let's see what's next here in blue.
Spell Rupture. Rupture.
More
Counter a
magic.
target spell unless its controller pays X, where X is the greatest power among creatures you control. I like this card.
You do.
I like this card in Simic. I think there's this.
Cynic, yes.
I think this is gonna be played in standard.
Ooh,
Yeah, I think
really?
this is gonna be played in standard.
I don't know. I don't think so. I think the counter decks just don't have creatures.
Well, I don't know. We'll see. But I think
limited. This might be a good answer.
I think
to
this
some
is
stuff.
a weak attempt at trying to replace Mana Leak, and
It's not. It's no mana.
yeah, it's weak.
This is a bad card.
I don't know. I still like it. We'll see. Only
I don't
time
think
will
it's
tell.
Good.
Only time will tell.
All right. Well, I'm sticking.
Well,
to
all
my
right.
story.
Think about having a Thragtusk out. Okay,
Okay.
that's 5.
I have a Thragtusk.
5
But then
mana.
I have to. But then I can't play it until after turn 4 at the earliest, right? With some ramp, with a mana
True.
drop or whatever.
True, but does that? But
I'd
is
rather
that not
have-
better than negate? If you're making them pay 5, isn't that better than negate? Like,
if they play a Thragtusk?
if they play anything, if you have a Thragtusk out,
Oh, they have to
isn't-
pay 5. Yeah.
yeah, they have to pay 5. I
But
mean,
see, you have to get to that point first.
Yeah.
So if they don't let you get to that point, then this card's worthless, and it just fills a worthless spot. I just feel like this card will let you down more than it would actually be relevant.
well, when in Rome.
I still don't fully understand that.
All right, next card, totally lost. Put target.
You
non-
are? Well, let's read it.
I don't know.
It's
It's-
called Totally Lost. Oh
I'm
my
totally
God.
lost.
That's funny.
4. Yeah, you didn't see that? No. Okay.
That's funny.
It's 4 colorless and a blue. And it's an instant. Return. Put target non-land permanent on top of its own
Oh,
site.
what the heck, man? They used to give us Miracle for this
Yeah,
card.
right. I know. And
They just
feel
printed
like-
the same card, but just took away the Miracle.
yeah, it's not good.
Why would they do that to us?
I don't know.
Is this some sort of joke with
it is. It's some
I'm
sick,
not laughing.
sadistic joke.
Well,
that they're
give us
trying to
Miracle back, please. 'Cause
Yeah,
this is
this is
ridiculous.
not.
All right, we're gonna move on.
It's in
I'm
instant
totally
speed, so
lost about this card. Why would
yeah,
they
I don't
print
know.
this? So
It should cost less. It should cost
we'll
less
have
for
Miracle,
the
you know.
yeah. Well, it's not gonna have miracle.
Ooh, Void Walk. That sounds
Void
like it
Walk.
could be good, doesn't it?
3 in a white or 3 in a blue.
We're in
Sorcery. Exile target creature. Return it to the battlefield under its owner's control at the beginning of next turn with Cipher. So,
Blink.
yeah, it's a blink with Cipher. So, I think this card could be good.
Turn it to the battlefield under its owner's control at the beginning of the next end set. So it just kind of does it, and then they come back. I mean, yeah. So any enter the battlefield, any type of triggers like that, I could see this being okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna see this okay. I'd like to make a deck around maybe a card like this, like with acidic slimes or
That would be
some way to get acidic slimes to be unblockable.
Yeah,
that'd be pretty sweet.
It just gives another way for Invisible Stalkers to be good.
Yeah.
Invisible Stalker is so good.
Or
That card is
Restoration
such a
Angel.
pain in the butt, man.
Restoration Angel. This could be really good with Restoration Angel as well. Pop
Yeah.
this on a Restoration Angel. The only thing I might be confusing about this is, alright, you put Cipher on it and then, well, it says exile target creature. So
yeah.
you don't want to, yeah.
Every
All
time
right.
you get to play
I
it, you
misread
pick
that.
what
I was
creature
thinking
you
that it exiles itself. I was like, well, that seems infinitely worse if you have to exile it.
That'd be bad.
Yeah, no, this is good on exile on Invisible
That's why
Stalker.
you put it on the Stalker.
Yeah, all right.
So you just keep doing that.
I was like, why do you want to put it on Invisible Stalker?
Why wouldn't
Makes
you
sense
want to put it
now.
on Invisible Stalker?
All right, let's go.
That Invisible Pirate.
It's a Void Walk. I was hoping.
I was hoping for Time Walk.
As soon as they put walk in it, I was
That's
just
why I
like,
got excited.
maybe next turn.
Way of the Thief.
Way of the Thief. Enchant creature. Enchant creature gets +2/+2. Enchant creature is unblockable as long as you control a gate. For 3 in a blue.
I'm not impressed.
No.
Oh, it's
What
a
is-
real yawn, by the way.
Yeah.
This card made me yawn.
Yeah. Spectral Flight was
I'm just
way better.
I'm bored with this card. Yeah, didn't we already see this exact card? It was like, except it just got to be unblockable. There was no clause there.
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure that was a card in
Not,
Returned to Ravnica even.
not even a good card.
It saw a little bit of it messed me up one game out of one tournament, but that was such. I mean, I like Mark of the Vampire better, which is the black version of this, and it gets +2/+2 and lifelink.
Oh, I thought I gave it Intimidate. What's the other?
Lifelink.
Lifelink. All right.
Mark of the Vampire. Yeah, I like the lifelink one better. That can just put you so far away.
I don't like enchantments on creatures, and I don't
let's
like
say it one more
Yeah.
time so you understand.
Yeah.
Enchant creatures
enchant
are
creatures
usually not good at all.
unless they're defensive enchants.
Yeah, they use some-
Defensive enchants are good.
I'm not even gonna give it that big of a category. There's literally like a handful
Yeah.
of good enchant creature cards.
So not playable
Yeah.
unless you have to play it. It's weak.
Yeah, it's very weak. Well, there you go. That's our spoiled cards on new set Gatecrash on the white and the blue cards, and we'll come back and do the rest of them for you. I hope you enjoyed this and found it a little bit educational.
I found it educational.
Well, that's good.
I learned a lot today.
I did too. You know, this is the first time I've really had a chance to read through these like.
Yeah, and this is good for us because now we know.
Yeah,
what cards
thank you,
we're gonna
thank
play.
you, everybody who watches this. I'm saying thank you to you for helping us get better.
Yeah, and if you have different opinions about, other cards or the cards that we just went over, feel free to comment and
Yep.
let us know. Hey, Scott, Dan, this card's amazing because you
feel
can do
free.
this and you didn't see it.
Drop us a line. Tell us your ideas. If you disagree with anything we're saying, just let us know and talk it over with us. It'd be awesome. And always, if you liked what you heard here, don't forget to click the like button.
And subscribe.
Subscribe away. For Scott, I'm Dan saying peace out, and we'll see you on the next one.